Hey, welcome back. The iPad 10 came out in 2022 and, for years, it was one of the most recommended models for anyone wanting to enter the Apple world without spending too much. But today, it's no longer available on Apple's official website, and that might actually make it even more interesting. You can now find it used or refurbished at very affordable prices, often under $300. So the big question is it still worth buying today? In this video, I'll quickly walk you through the pros and cons of this iPad, so we can figure out together whether it's still a smart choice. Starting with the design, this iPad looks a lot like its bigger brothers, the Air and Pro models. It has a modern look, it's slim, lightweight, and easy to handle, super convenient to use in just about any situation. For security, you get Touch ID built right into the power button, so unlocking it is quick and simple with just your finger. It's the same system used in the newer, more powerful iPad Air models, practical, secure, and as always very reliable. There are also two side speakers that deliver good, immersive audio, especially when you're watching videos or movies. But the sound quality holds up well with other content too, whether you're on social media, listening to music, or on a video call. And speaking of video calls, there's a front-facing camera placed in the middle of the long edge, designed for landscape use, really handy if you're using the tablet for calls or attending online classes. The quality is solid, the image is clear and stable. There's also a rear camera useful for both taking pictures and recording videos. Of course, it's not on the same level as an iPhone, but it still does a good job, especially for quick shots or scanning documents on the go. Now let's talk about the port. This iPad was among the first to switch from the old Lightning connector to the more modern USB-C. A smart move that adds flexibility and allows you to use a single charger for all your devices, which is really convenient. Thanks to this port, you can even connect it to an external monitor, great for watching videos on a bigger screen, or working and studying with more comfort. As for the display, it features a 10.9-inch screen with great graphic quality and high resolution. Even though this is the most budget-friendly iPad in Apple's lineup, the visuals are really impressive. Sharp images, clean and well-defined colors. Whether you're working or just relaxing with a movie or TV series, it's a real pleasure to use. And that's not all. Owning an iPad like this lets you fully enjoy the Apple ecosystem. It's still supported with updates, currently running iPadOS 18, and it'll get iPadOS 26 too, including all the key new features. So we're talking about customizing the home screen, tweaking the control center, changing wallpapers, app organization, and access to all of Apple's native apps like Notes, FaceTime, Apple Music, and more. Another strong point of this iPad is Apple Pencil support. This model works with the first-generation Apple Pencil. You'll need an adapter for it, or you can go for the new USB-C Apple Pencil, which is perfect for taking notes or signing documents. I've made more detailed videos on that, which you can find on my channel. However, the new USB-C pencil doesn't support pressure sensitivity, so it's not ideal for more advanced drawing. That said, either compatible pencil allows you to use the iPad 10 for writing, drawing, signing, or anything else you can think of with great precision, making this tablet versatile and useful for all kinds of tasks. And if you're wondering whether this iPad can still keep up with newer features, yes, it definitely can. It runs on the A14 Bionic chip, not the latest, and not as powerful as the M chips in the higher-end models. But it still feels smooth and responsive for daily use and even more demanding tasks. So using this iPad 10 for multimedia content, reading books or PDFs, writing, or light editing is totally doable and actually quite ideal for this type of use. One thing to keep in mind is the storage. It starts at 64 GB, which might feel a bit limited depending on your needs, especially with updates taking up more space over time, apps getting larger, and your media or documents filling up memory. Still, for daily use and with a good cloud storage setup, you can easily manage your important apps and data. Finally, let's talk battery life. I didn't measure the exact number of hours, but I can tell you it performs well. It easily lasts all day with regular use, letting you work without needing to recharge halfway through. So overall, the iPad 10 still meets the needs of anyone looking for a reliable, practical device with Apple quality. And in my opinion, it's still a great option, especially if you can find it used or refurbished for under $300. It's a great way to save money while still getting a solid device. On the downside, the chip and 64GB storage make it a little less attractive compared to the new iPad S16, which offers better performance and more space, without a huge price jump. But I'll bring you a full comparison on that soon. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next updates. See you next time.